right? Come on out.
That's right. John Travolta, Don Garlitz, bring it on out.
You think John Travolta's got a dirt late model laying around somewhere?
He might have.
Great in-car camera shot there with Garrett Albertson. Look at, he just kind of flipped the visor, almost like he was listening to you, James.
Well, Brandon Sheppard off to a good start this year. He won the finale at Volusia a few weeks ago. He won the opener at All-Tech in the Lucas Oil Series. Back full-time this year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The king of stock cars right behind me. Or was that Thunder Cars?
Thunder
what was
Stocks.
It? Thunder Stocks, Michael.
Goodness.
That was a great night of racing, wasn't it, Michael? You did an awesome call on that guy.
Yeah, the one time I can't make it to Ocala because of strep throat, Rigsby comes in and steals the show. Now I'm supposed to pay a Thunderstock winner $1,000 every time they race here. That's actually why I had a little say. That's why we took him off the card. My apologies to Rich Pratt. All right.
We had a tire change down there. The guy was out of Uniroyals.
He was out of Uniroyals. Yeah. The yellow lights have been turned off. The green flag's going to wave this time by. 30 laps is the distance. $7,000 on the line in the opener here at Ocala Speedway. Brandon Sheppard on the pole. Devin Moran on the outside. They'll go green in the Ace Duran Holland and Rigging starting zone. And tonight's A-Main is underway.
Around this 3/8 mile into turn number 1. Sheppard's going to grab the lead. Moran on the outside of Harris. Again, Moran has won 3 times here in his career at Ocala as they come off at turn number 4. And Brandon Sheppard's going to lead lap 1, DJ.
Brandon Sheppard trying to get it done here tonight at Ocala from the pole. They're side by side for the 3rd spot. Second plate again, the 4th spot is Dalton Wilson going to give that spot up to Brandon Overton. Overton sneaks by coming off the 2nd corner. Won't take long for him to reach lap traffic. They're still turning lap times, James, in the low 15 seconds. Good battle for 2nd. Clay Harris trying to find a way around Devin Moran.
Sheppard already got to his 2nd lead as he comes off at turn number 4 to complete lap number 3. Again, 30 laps the distance here tonight and tomorrow night. O'Neill working the bottom. Our most recent litter contact between the 1 and the 28, Herb. Out of turn 4. Meanwhile, Sheppard leads Moran, Harris, Overton, and Wilson as they complete lap number 4.
Yeah, Dalton Wilson stuck up on the high side down there in turns 3 and 4. That's going to allow Brian Shirley to get by and take the 5th spot away. In front of them, you've got a battle for 3rd heating up as Brandon Overton has reeled in the 6 of Clay Harris. Overton looking high, looking low. Harris going to hold the 3rd spot by. That time by at the stripe, James. 5 laps in the books, and Brandon Sheppard quietly tiptoeing away from the field, and that means he's also quietly reeling in the back of the field. In this one, he's only 2 laps, maybe 3 laps away from catching lap traffic.
In Brandon Sheppard, he has 10 wins in the Georgia-Florida Speedweeks for Rocket 1. He's tied with Josh Richards. Rocket won the last 25 years, 24 wins. Sheppard trying to win for the 25th, trying to break that tie with Richards. They come out of turn 4. He continues to lead. Battle back there. Clay Harris right now in the 3rd spot. 4th is Brandon Overton. Then it's Shirley, Wilson, Blair, Hudson O'Neill, Brendan Smith 10th, and Brendan Smith 9th. Tyler runs 10th.
8 laps in the books, and lap traffic is a reality for your race leader, Brandon Sheppard. He had a 2-second lead the last time by. This time by, it's down to 1.5 seconds as the Rocket 1 tries to dispose of the 13 of Dallin Murdy. And simply put, there's nowhere to go for your race leader because Murdy and the 12 of Montgomery run side by side in front of the New Berlin, Illinois driver.
Those 1.4 seconds advantage we'll see next time around. Moran digging on the bottom into the dog leg into 3 and 4. Sheppard out at turn number 4. Lap number 10 in the books. 20 to go. 5 shy of the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. Clay Harris has run 3rd the whole race. Over to 4th, Brian Shirley is 5th. There you go down the back straightaway. Sandwich between Jane Frame and Dallin Murdy. The Valvoline Rocket Durham number 1 off of turn 4, Dustin.
Yeah, nice job by Devin Moran just behind him to work through the field as you look back on a battle back there for the 7th position as Max Blair is able to sneak by the 71 of Hudson O'Neill. 1.4 seconds remains the advantage, and look on the right side of your screen at Garrett Albertson sawing away at the wheel, behind the wheel of the Kennebeth Roberts Racing 58. He currently runs back in 12th.
12th completes. 1 second the advantage. Still Sheppard over Moran. It's been 1 second since about 3. And right now we got a battle for the lead. Off at turn number 4, Moran is there, DJ. Moran to the bottom. They go side by side as Sheppard just up the track. We have a new leader. It's not official till they cross the start-finish line here, and right now at turn number 3, Moran may have it. Just one little slip-up is all it took in heavy traffic. New race leader is Devin Moran on lap 14.
14 laps in the books, and Devin Moran now out front. Shep not going to give up without a fight as he tries to battle back on the bottom. They work around the 7 of Ross Robinson, and Moran navigates turn 2 to near perfection. He quickly pulls away from the Rocket 1 and puts a lap car in between him. Devin Moran, your leader here at Ocala.
And Moran won here twice last year. He last one before that in 2022 here in the Lucas Oil Plate Model Dirt Series, as we are past the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark as we score lap 16 this time around. Moran and Ross Robinson off the pace, heads to the infield. There's Overton in 4th, Shirley, Wilson, O'Neill, Blair, Tyler, Brandon Smith runs 10th. And right now, Moran now goes to a 1.1 second advantage over Brandon Sheppard.
Yeah, no lap traffic between your top 4 cars right now. Devin Moran, Brandon Sheppard, Clay Harris, and Brandon Overton. And Rocket 1 trying to peek back down to the inside of Devin Moran. Moran trying to work around the slower car of Garrett Smith in the 10. Here comes Moran driving down to the inside. He's looking to bring the Rocket 1 with him.
Down to 0.4 of a second. Sheppard is right there. Brandon through turn 2 again. He'll drift up the track. He'll set it up for turn 3. Meanwhile, here comes 6. Clay Harris is there. We got a 3-car battle, Dustin, for the lead at Ocala and Overton's. They're all on the same straightaway, the top 4 coming out of turn 2.
Brandon Sheppard's changed his line ever so slightly down in turns 1 and 2, and you just saw it right there. It's a different line than 99 of Devin Moran. Could that be the key to reeling back in the race leader? As you can see, Moran's only got about 2 car lengths on the Rocket 1, and he's trying to work around the 15K of Cody Overton. Now 10 laps to go. There's the lead duo, and they've got about 0.9 of a second over 3rd and 4th, Clay Harris and Brandon Overton.
It's only taken them 5.5 minutes to run 20 laps. We've got 9 to go. Moran right on the bottom against the tires. He'll drift up the track. Sheppard will have to get around Cody Overton. It was 0.4 of a second last time around. 8 to go coming up as we're scored lap 22. Caution free race so far. 2 different leaders. And Devin Moran into turn number 1. Again, looking for his 4th career win here at Ocala.
And I tell you what, Devin Moran made a nice move, as you mentioned, James, to work around Cody Overton. And Rocket 1 having trouble disposing of the Bruce Kane Racing 15K. And that's allowed Moran to pull away. And that's also allowed Clay Harris to get a run on Brandon Sheppard. Brandon Overton there as well. 3 cars battling for P2.
Yeah, Harris and Overton had 2 podium finishes between them a week ago at Alltech. They pressure over Sheppard. Meanwhile, that helps Devin Moran. He was 1.7 last time. This time it's still 1.7, but they'll have 5 to go next time around. As you see Overton on the gas down the back straightaway, but Devin Moran pulling away at Ocala off of turn 4.
Devin Moran won the opener here 1 year ago. 5 flanges in the air from chief starter Rob Penrod. Trouble for Dan Ebert just in front of Moran. He tagged the wall down in turns 1 and 2. He's able to gather it back up, and we stay green flag racing, but Moran had to get on the binders momentarily to keep from running into the back of the 64 to go.
Only 3 cars out of the race. Jaden Frame, Ryan Montgomery, Ross Robinson. 4 laps to go. It's 1 second the advantage. Battle back here. Harris and Overton going at it. That is for 3rd and 4th. Overton had the spot briefly on the last scored lap. Off at turn number 4, Harris. Right now, the lead for the Dresden, Ohio native, 1.3 seconds. And they will have 2 to go coming up as Overton tries the outside of Clay Harris.
Absolutely. 1 lapped car between your race leader, Devin Moran, and 2nd place, Brandon Sheppard, and that's Preston Luckman. Now Brandon Overton going to drive down to the inside, Brandon Sheppard going to drive down to the inside of Preston Luckman, move him out of the way. This time by Barron's Performance, 1 to go. Devin Moran, final time around for the 99.
Hornet engine under the hood tonight of that Longhorn. Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports, the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series national champion. It's a non-points night, but they'll take that $7,000 check right now if they pass the Longacre scales. And Devin Moran wins for the 4th time at Ocala Speedway off of turn 4, Dustin.
Finishing in the 2nd spot, it'll be Brandon Sheppard. 3rd down to the line, give it to Clay Harris over Brandon Overton, Hudson O'Neill, and the 7th, Brandon Overton, Hudson O'Neill, Brian Shirley, Dalton Wilson, Tyler Erb, Max Blair, and Drake Troutman going to round out the top 10. He is unofficially your Hoker Trucking Hard Charger, up from the 20th starting position.
30 laps, exactly 8 minutes.
8:26 p.m. local time. The checkered flag waves in this one. Yes, sir, I'm here for it. So finishing in 5th, the 71 of Hudson O'Neill. 4th to the 76 of Brandon Overton. 3rd to the 6 of Clay Harris. 2nd to the 1 of Brandon Shepard. And your winner is the driver of that Roger Sellers owned Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, Smoky Mountain Speedway, C&W Trucking, Millwood Plumbing, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, Phillips CPA, Muskingum County Speedway, Storage King, Holland Haskell's, Elliott Farms, Advantage Lawn Equipment, Bomag sponsored number 99. It would be his 2nd win of the year, the defending Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion out of Dresden, Ohio, Devin Moran.
Career win number 26 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Moves 2 ahead of Billy Moyer as they go to the Long Acre scales. You see right there on the drone to make it official. They do get a pound per lap burnoff for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the main event only. So they from 23.50 down 30 pounds, 22.20.
23.20.
23.20, I'm sorry.
Close.
Yes.
Close.
Close.
I know, that Indiana math, man. It's all right. Plus, you have that 6 toe in your one foot.
That's right. That's the only time we allow burnoff. So, again, unofficially, your top 5, Moran, Shepard, Harris, Overton, O'Neill, 5th. You mentioned Shirley, 6th, 7th, Dalton Wilson, 8th, Tyler Erb, 9th, Max Blair, 10th, Drake Troutman, 11th, Garrett Alberson, 12th, Brendan Smith, 13th, Dennis Erb Jr., 14th, Blair Nodor, 15th, Kyle Bronson, 16th, Josh Rice. I called him James Rice again, right, didn't I? 17th, Dan Ebert, 18th, Preston Luckman, 19th, Dallin Murdy, 20th, Garrett Smith, 21st, Cody Overton, 22nd, Ross Robinson, 23rd, Ryan Montgomery, and DJ, 24th, Jaden Frame. So
Moran makes his way into the Long Acre Racing Products Tech and Scale area. You see him there, kind of the center of your screen. And I'm going to say that he cleared, James, because he is doing a 180 and going to make his way back out on the racetrack. A winner for the 2nd time here in 2026 is the driver out of Dresden, Ohio, the 31-year-old. And he's going to make his way down to Veland Victory Lane. He won this event exactly 1 year ago. History repeats itself. Ben Shelton, it's going to be Devin Moran winning on opening night here at Ocala.
Devin Moran moves into a tie all-time for Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series competition here at Ocala Speedway, as he and Ricky Thornton Jr. have both picked up 4 Veland feature wins behind only Jonathan Davenport, who has got 5, and Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr. will be joining us later in the week to try to add to his total. But tonight it's Devin Moran. He picks up 7,000 second series win of the year. As DJ said, his 26th career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win. And tonight had the Cornet Power Plant under the hood of the Longhorn number 99, the Millwood Plumbing Double Down Motorsports entry, as he talks with Bubba Clem, track promoter here, as Devin had come earlier when they were putting the new surface down a few months ago, kind of gave him some tips on how to adjust the banking and get it ready to go, and 1,000 loads of new clay. I tell you what, this racetrack's got a lot of traction in it. As we wait on Devin to make his way out of the race car, and we'll talk to our 2nd and 3rd place finishers, Brandon Shepard and Clay Harris. Clay Harris, another podium. 3 podiums in 4 events to start the year for that driver. Bubba giving Devin the accolades down in Veland Victory Lane. He's out of the race car. Your winner tonight, Devin Moran. Sunoco checkered flag in hand in Veland Victory Lane. Confetti flies on a cool evening here in Ocala, Florida. Hops down off the race car. Another feature win and some more cash in the bank account for some diapers, some baby shoes, and all points in between. Devin, you bided your time early. You got to the lead on lap 14. Was it being in the right place at the right time, or did you know from the drop of the green you had the car to beat?
No, honestly, Sheppy really took off hard there, and the dirt's not really hurting tires, but it's definitely a little gritty, and I feel like you build a little bit of heat. So I was just trying to bide my time, and I know how this place is. When you get the lap traffic, if you can maneuver, you're going to be really good. And my guys provided me a Longhorn chassis that could move anywhere on the racetrack on either end, so it was really, really cool.
Is the key for this team this year the caution-free events? Because both features you've won have been caution-free, and even in 30 laps, man, you're in traffic so much. How hard is it to not make a bad decision?
Yeah, honestly, I've always been better on the long green flag runs and good at finding rhythms and finding places on the track that I can find speed, and that's what I was just doing that whole race. But yeah, I mean, when you have a car that you can maneuver through traffic, it's so fun. But when you have a car that you can't, it just makes it tough. But Bubba and then them guys did a great job with providing us a track that we could move around and do all that. So yeah, just love being in Florida for the month.
You got a lot of familiar sponsors, some new ones on the car. I know you'd like to thank them tonight.
Yeah, of course, Roger Sellers with Double Down Motorsports, you know. Sound like a broken record, but we struggled there at Volusia, and I hated it because I just was always run so good over there. But yeah, just want to thank him and Robbie, Casey, and Connor, the whole family back at home. Can't thank them enough. Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Millwood Plumbing, Elliott Farms. They're on board this year full time, and I've forgotten them the last couple times. So Tommy and Debbie Elliott, they're always helping us out. Refuel Wellness, Hazen Services, Haskell's Hauling, CarSourceAuto.com, Advantage Lawn Care, and Storage Kings. So many guys. Ohio Natural Energy Institute. Yeah, McHugh, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. I'm still learning some of the guys, but I'm getting better at it. So I just can't thank them all enough. VP Race Fuels, Chris Davis with Midwest Sheet Metal, Longhorn Chassis, Ibach Race Springs, and Bill Stein Shocks. We've been working really hard on this thing, and it's definitely getting better every night we come out.
How about this Bubba bling you got?
Yeah, I love it. I love coming and hang out with Bubba. You know, he's definitely a personality, and we get along really, really well. So I can't thank him enough for all the hard work, and along with my crew guys, you know, they were busting butts, changing motors in both cars last night and oil systems, and we do that way we can enjoy this. So can't thank them enough, and then my beautiful wife.
There we go. Soon to be a dad, Devin Moran in victory lane here tonight atop the VLIN victory podium. And we're going to slide over and get a word with our second and third place finishers. Brandon Shepard, he led the first 13 laps tonight, second on the Big River Steel podium. And behind him, Clay Harris, another podium run. Sheppy, you got that look, man. Do you feel like you gave it away there early in the race, or do you just think Devin had the car to beat?
I think we had a really fast car capable of winning the race. Congrats to Devin. He did a good job there. You know, I pretty much just gave it away in lap traffic, I think. I was kind of, at that point, still trying to figure out where I could pass him guys because I hadn't had to pass anybody yet. So I went to the top there the one lap, and Devin was on me, and he made the most out of it. So, like I say, congrats to him. And, thanks to all my guys. They've been working their tail off. We wanted that one for sure, but, you know, it's a long week, and we definitely got a good piece to work with for sure.
Felt like lap traffic was giving you a special headache tonight. I mean, some nights it goes your way, some nights it doesn't, but tonight it seemed like you had your hands full.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, my car was really good. I could go wherever I wanted to. I was just kind of misjudged. You know, when I first got to him, I was kind of misjudging where they were entering the corner and stuff, and that held me up there to where he got close to me, and then I made the mistake of going to the top in 3 and 4, and I should have just tried to cut under him coming off 4. But you know what? You'll have that, and we definitely can't hang our heads on second. We've had a really fast race car and a really consistent race car, so can't ask for much more than that. We're just going to, you know, keep our heads up, try again tomorrow.
Illinois racer Brandon Shepard comes home in second. And we'll slide back, starting to become a nightly part of the interviews to catch up with Clay Harris, third tonight. There we go. Clay, another night, another podium finish, man. I tell you what, you're lurking at the front. The win's going to come, but I've talked about every time I've talked to you down here in VLIN Victory Lane. How good does it feel to hit the ground running with such a fast race car after your struggles to start the year last year?
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot more fun when you can run up front and just starting off a year. It definitely was a struggle last year, just switching cars, just switching teams, kind of. I mean, I didn't have no crew help beginning of last year, but we got a good team this year going into it, and we got good equipment, good car. I can't thank Brian enough for helping me this weekend and last weekend. We've been really good with him, so yeah, it feels great.
What's your biggest takeaway from tonight that you'll put to work the rest of the week here at Ocala Speedway?
The right rear's going flat right now, so maybe patch that thing up. But anyways, I was too low on the right rear, so I couldn't run the top. I could run the bottom and kind of maintain, but I couldn't get up to the top. I just fall off. So maybe we can run the top a little bit better, and you know, later on in the future will be good. So I'm hoping to you can just tweak on a little bit and get a little bit better.
Florida's own Clay Harris rounds out the podium tonight. DJ and James down here at Ocala, where, hey, for the 4th time in his career, Devin Moran is a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series feature winner.
All right, Ben, thanks a lot. Let's take a look at your race recap and see exactly how Devin Moran made his way to Veland victory lane. It was Brandon Shepard and Moran starting on the front row of this one, James.
And, you know, Shepard gets the lead at the start. He leads the first 13 laps of this race. Caution-free, 8 minutes exactly it took to run 30 laps. You see the pass for the lead there, and that was all she wrote.
At 8,
like Ben said,
8:26 p.m. local time, by the way, that checker flag waves.
So Moran is, as Dustin asking, he likes these caution-free races.
Well, that was Ben, but close.
Well, Ben, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, Devin's got a couple of new crew guys this year. You know, he's still got Chuck Kimball as a crew chief. Dylan Mirando, Brad McLaughlin, and how about Houston Newell?
Yeah, absolutely.
In ULL. He's on the crew this
UNOH,
year.
yeah.
There you go. Yep. Shout out to them.
There were the checkered flags, and there was the win. Devin Moran, for the 2nd time this season, goes to Veland victory lane with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
And your Hoka Trucking Hard Charger, again, as you mentioned, Drake Troutman started 20th, up 10 spots as he comes home with the top 10 for G.R. Smith.
Absolutely. Well, crew's already out there working on the racetrack. Ben Shelton, your final thoughts on this opener here at Ocala?
Well, DJ, I think you led into it right there. The crews already are on the racetrack this afternoon. Bubba Clem showed me they had a schedule of events not only for the racing, but the track prep early in the night, throughout the night, and as soon as the racing was over, they are very focused on giving an excellent racetrack every night this week. They're going to work on it tonight. A fast 30 lapper done before 8:30. We'll see everybody again tomorrow.